I went to the LA Unified School District, man. Don't be too hard on this brother. This brother come with it now.
This is, first of all, I got to give props to F. Gary Gray for doing cinematically, visually, what y'all represented on Wax is just an incredible work that not only summarizes the integrity lyrically of what NWA did, but the kind of depth of humanity that repudiates every conception of black people as mere thugs, nihilistic throwaways who have no depth of perception about the culture around them. So I gotta give you mad props for that right there. Then, just a couple questions to Q, because all of y'all did a hell of a job. I mean, I was sitting there like, man, this is just so real. But Q, your analysis just now of hip-hop was interesting. I saw Talib on Twitter defending NWA because some righteous dudes were trying to say, well, you know, NWA was the end of serious hip-hop. And what they don't understand with you, you know, what you did as a solo artist, along with Tupac, the kind of depth of political integrity that it represented was incredible. So first of all, I appreciate what you did, but you were one of the great storytellers. I mean, they talk about Big, they talk about Jay, but you were one of the first great storytellers in hip-hop. When I teach hip-hop, I always talk about the structure of analysis you put forward and the narrative that you carry through and your ability both to marry the power of description novelistically with the kind of political sensibility. But here's my question.
Well, okay.
So
see what I was talking about?
So this movie couldn't have been more timely given the Black Lives Matter, given the fact, right? And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was a seminary professor in Hartford, Connecticut. And I was like, fuck the police, coming straight from the underground. A nigga got it bad because I'm brown and not the other. I mean, we were rocking that straight up. I had my Bible in one hand and NWA. But I said it. So tell us how timely both F. Gary Gray and Q about, you know, this speaking, and you could have never anticipated that when you began this movie, that we would be in the midst of one of the most profound legacies of white supremacy that has been articulated in the last 25 years. And your movie, right, our reality caught up to what you understood 25 years ago. So tell us how it feels to be prophetic in the sense that you anticipated it, but also tragically, how we're at the same place we were when you were getting knocked on the ground and the police were doing the same kind of thing. We're right back to where we began 25, 30 years ago. But much love and respect to all of y'all.
Thank you. It's really, you know, the game don't change, you know what I mean? The only thing changes the players. You know, our plight in this country has been, you know, being abused and used and dehumanized, you know what I mean, for a long time. It didn't start with me, you know. I got a shout out to rappers like Melly Mel, KRS, rappers who, Chuck D, who taught me how powerful the mic can be. So, you know, what it is like, I saw this in the 60s. I heard about these things. It was a Watts riot before I was even born. So, you know, these things have been constant. All we did was shed a light on it. And now that we got all this technology, we're able to see for ourselves what we've been knowing for hundreds of years. So, you know, it's just a thing where it's time to hold these officers accountable. It's time to hold that ass to the fire. You know what I mean? They've been getting away too long. And we really gotta weed out the bad cops. You know, I really kind of appeal to the good cops to start pointing out these bad seeds, you know, because y'all want to say we got a no snitching policy in the hood, but y'all got a no snitching policy in the department. You know what I mean? We got to get rid of that. Get your respect back, get your dignity back from the community, and that's where it needs to start. But Holding people accountable is the new NWA. Holding them accountable is the new fuck the police. You know, a song can do only so much. We gotta do what we can, and everybody in this room can do something to fight back.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that question, Mr. Dyson. Yes.
My name is Bun B.
Bun B.
What's going on, y'all? I think, you know, the common theme that I keep hearing is humanizing. You know, as an artist, I know people get caught up in the public perception of who they think we are. And I think this movie did a great job of pulling back the curtain and showing y'all, not just professionally, but also personally. One thing that stuck out to me was we got to see, everyone I'm trying to ask is, whose idea was it to really show that more personal side, you know?
Gary Gray. Let me tell you, Gary worked hard on getting our chemistry up as a group. And at a certain point, you know, we had to tell ourselves we're not playing icons. We ain't made it yet in this film. You know, we're not these huge stars yet. He's playing Eric Wright. He's playing Andre Young, not Dr. Dre. I'm playing O'Shea Jackson, and you gotta really tap into that human side of them. And the parallels for this film are ridiculous. I always bring this up. My man Easy had to learn how to be a rapper. My man Jason had to learn how to be from LA, how to walk, talk, the mechanics and things like that. Corey, Dr. Dre sees the music differently. His appreciation for that music different than anybody. My man went to Juilliard. He appreciates this acting. He sees it different than just regular old regulars. And you know, Cube is the young one. You know, I'm the young one. I'm trying to see where I fit in and where I'm always playing chess. And all these things are part of our character.